Here it comes!
Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. You all remember, right? Right? Jen here, and I'm reviewing PARAPPA the Rapper 2. PARAPPA the Rapper 2 came to the PlayStation 2 in various regions over the course of the fall of 2001 to the spring of 2002. It was the third in the PARAPPA series, with Jamalami as the second title, and although it doesn't hold a candle to the original game, well, it was a good try.
Don't forget the cheese. Don't forget the cheese. Bring on the mustard. Bring on the mustard. Handle it with ease. Handle it with ease.
Doing this review is tough because I have so many great things to say about the original PARAPPA, and sometimes I lean on that original title to justify what we were given in PARAPPA the Rapper 2. For those who have never touched this series before, the game's about a dog boy named PARAPPA who... Wait, does the plot of this game even matter? I mean, it's usually a whole lot of nonsense strung together in an effort to get a few laughs. And it still does for me at times, even if they are just groaners. In order to explain this game, I would need more time than you actually spend playing the game, along with at least 2 psychoanalysts, and frankly, I don't have that kind of money. So I'll just leave the plot and each boss for you to discover if you're so inclined.
See the stars. See the stars. I hold you tight. I hold you tight. Lovers we are. Lovers we are.
Well, hopefully you're familiar with your PlayStation 2 controller prior to playing. The whole idea behind the PARAPPA rhythm game is, a character you're having a rap battle against will call out a series of button hits to you that correspond to a word. Hit the right button at the right time and you don't fail.
Like butter. Caress your lover. Caress your lover. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment.
Pressing buttons out of turn might cause you to lose if you do it haphazardly, but if you're careful and recognize what buttons are actually saying, you can add in some of your own sweet rhythms and gain bonus points. The songs in PARAPPA 2 were mediocre. Definitely nothing to write home about. I was happy to see the return of Chop Chop Master Onion, but his song Romantic Karate was... odd. The original Kick Punch song was impossible to forget. Even to this day, it sometimes comes to mind, and I dance around my house karate chopping things until I inevitably injure myself. PARAPPA the Rapper 2 is short, just like its predecessor. None of these games are known for a particularly in-depth game experience, which would honestly be directly opposed to the real point of any PARAPPA game. There are 8 stages in PARAPPA 2, and I'd say the game takes about 1.5 hours to complete from start to finish, and even that estimate gives some wiggle room for failure. There are local multiplayer modes, but at most, you can squeeze about 30 minutes of 2-player out of a friend before they start reconsidering why they're even your friend to begin with. When you really look at this game from a critical standpoint, PARAPPA the Rapper 2 has not stood the test of time. I love sitting down and playing through this game once every so often, seeing the little amount of effort that actually requires, but I can't imagine why anyone else would want to. I know it's ridiculous for me to comment on graphics, but I have to critique PARAPPA 2 on this confusing display. For cross-reference, here are some other titles released in 2001. Final Fantasy X, Devil May Cry, Red Faction, Silent Hill 2. I know that those games have little to do with PARAPPA or developer Nana Onsha, but at times, the game just feels like it was designed using the exact same everything. I understand there's a need to stick to the original design of PARAPPA, but it just feels like 1997 all over again and made the developer seem lazy.
Until you want some more. Come on up on the floor and rock it till you want some more.
This title was $40 when it was originally released. I tried pawning it off at my parents' garage sale a few years ago, but even at $2, no one bought the game. The bottom line is, PARAPPA the Rapper 2 is not worth $40. It's barely worth $5. If you're a major fan of the series, you probably already have this title, but if this is your first time hearing about the whole hat-wearing dog having a rap battle against a giant onion headman thing, I'd just try to find a copy of the original.
Getting worse. Yeah, PARAPPA, was that a party or what?
It surely was. I hope you all had a great time too.
What's wrong?